Right. Yeah, Blue Coat. This is take three of the Magic War Science experiment. So we're going to be running a series of science experiments that you can try at home just using a few basic household items. The first thing, those children, even though what we're doing is super safe and everything we're using is completely safe, so no dangerous materials, it would be good if you could make sure an adult is with you when you're carrying out this and you check that they're okay with you doing that, you're using these things. So if you haven't got an adult with you, make sure you've got one with you now and they can help you with the experiment. Okay, I'm going to start by telling you what you need. So first things first, I'm going to share my desktop so I can give you the list. So for the magic water experiment, you will need one plate or a bowl, some washing up liquid, half a glass of water or milk, and some ground pepper. We'll go back to the camera so I can show you exactly the items that I've got. So here is my bowl. Here is a bit more than half of a glass of water. Here is my rhubarb and rose washing up under light. And here is the ground pepper. I've also got a little dish to put the washing up liquid in. Before we start the experiment, I'm going to talk about what scientific aspect we're going to be looking at. Today, children, we are going to be looking at something called surface tension. Now, a surface tension is a force present on the top layer of a liquid, such as milk, which makes it act like a sheet, like an elastic sheet. It's one of the reasons some insects are able to walk on water, just like the picture on the right there. So that tension on top of the water means that they're not necessarily going to sink on that water. We're going to reduce surface tension using washing up liquid. So let's carrying out the now. I'm going to move to my document and I hope that this works. Okay, so here is my bowl. And I'm going to pour some water in the bowl. You could just as easily put the water straight in the bowl, but I just wanted to make sure that I've got the right amount there. Now, before we start, this is something you don't have to do, but you could try it. The reason this takes three is because I've failed this twice. Now, you can see I've got a little paper clip here. If I try and place the paper clip on top of the water, okay, it just sinks to the bottom, okay? You might just heard it clink there, goes straight to the bottom. So a paper clip ordinarily wouldn't float. I'm just going to dry that on my lab coat. That's what it's there for. Keep this experiment nice and clean. Now I'm going to see if I can get the paper clip to float on the water by using a little bit of paper towel. At the moment, the surface tension on top of the water isn't strong enough to keep that paper clip. So I'm going to really carefully, I might pour a little bit more water in actually. Place a bit of paper towel on top of the water. That has sunk straight away. Should not sink straight away. Let's try one more piece. Okay, that currently has stayed. I'm gonna try and just place a paper clip on top. not quite happened again. Okay, third and final time. Try this, otherwise we'll just have to move on with, without the paperclip part. I've done this twice without the camera on, and it's worked. As soon as I turn the camera on, seems to. Okay, that might be a bit better now. No, okay, it sunk again. I'm going to give up on that. Apologies for that, children. You may have a go at that and see if it works. You may be able to do it better than me. Okay, so I've got my bowl of water anyway. Now with some kitchen roll inside. I'm going to take my pepper and put some of the pepper on the surface of the water. You see, a lot of it is floating. Surface tension. Now, the next step is to take a bit of the washing up liquid and put it in my dish. Now, children, you can use the end of a pencil, you can use your finger, you could use a cocktail stick if you've got something, but when you take your finger, I'm going to take my little finger actually, my pinky, and dip it in the washing up liquid. Now you can pause the video now. What do you think is going to happen? Could you make a prediction as to what will happen when I stick my finger in the water, on the surface of the water, with the washing up liquid on it? If you pause that, hopefully you've made a prediction. Okay, so I've got a little bit on the end of my finger, and I'm going to place it in. Okay. So, as you can see, the pepper moves to the outer part of the bowl. I'm going to just have a little talk about why that might happen now. So what's occurring? Well, it's all to do with surface tension. Adding the washing liquid reduces the surface tension at the center of the water. Okay, so that means that that surface tension force isn't there. The surface tension, though, stays the same in the rest of the water, so those outer parts of the water, and it pulls the water outwards, taking the pepper with it. Now, if we go back to our screen as well, you might be able to see here that these bits are still on top, where there's the surface tension, but there's other bits that have dropped to the bottom. Now, even with just my finger without it, I can disturb the pepper and the surface tension, and you can see now a lot of it is sinking to the bottom. I would love now, children, to have a go at this. A couple of variations, a couple of changes you could make if you'd like to test this out. So what else could you try? Well, you could change the water to milk. That will make it very visible. Does this affect how the movement, the pepper moves? You could also try using some food coloring to see what happens and what patterns you could try using different soaps, like a bar of soap or some hand sanitizers. Do some work better than others? It would be great if you could send any pictures of this experiment to the year group email. So that's year 4, year 5, or year 6 at bluecoatfederation.co.uk. I would really love to see some of your experiments that you could carry out just at home, learning about surface tension. Okay, I'm going to go now. Enjoy the experiment. Share it with everybody. Keep washing your hands because you can see what it's doing to the germs. Have a good day. Bye.